So what's up YouTube, Cunningham Cichlids back with another video for this week. I'm going to show you some changes that I'm making in my fish room. Everybody hates dreaded water changes. I have 94 tanks right now that I manually water change. It takes me several days of the week to get my water change process done. So I'm going to show you an up and coming project that I'm working on and some changes that I'm making. So let's go. Alright, so everybody hates dreaded water changes, as I mentioned. So it takes me a while to do my water changes, so I'm going to work on fixing that process. So today I just got in, talked with John at Gemco, great guy to work with. I just got in today my shipment, so I'm going to be drilling my tanks. So here's my bulkheads. So we put them together here. They are going to be 3/4 inch bulkheads that I'm putting in my tanks. So we're going to have to drill an 1.5 inch hole to do the bulkheads. Oh, sorry. So now we have it somewhat back together. So obviously this strainer part will be in the tank. This part here will be, as I'm pointing here, this part here will be on the outside of the tank. So it's a 3/4 inch bulkhead to a 1/2 inch barb. So we're going to put 1/2 inch drain. We're going to bring out about a 1/2 inch volume worth of water out of my tanks at a time when my system runs. So for now, my process is just going to be to set up my drain system. So I got 65 tanks I'm going to drill between my 20s, 15s up top, my 20s back there. I have 20s at the bottom, the middle, and 15s at the top. And then I'm going to drill this whole wall with 40 longs, 40 breeders that we turn into here. I also have 275s here that I'm going to drill, and then I'm going to drill these 30 longs and these 40 longs here. So I think what we're going to do right now, you see I have these drain stacks. These are going to come out, and obviously I'm going to extend my drains down to here because, or as far as I need to the right side, because I'm going to drill the tanks on the right side, I believe. So I'm going to use 1.5 inch PVC to drain. So I'm going to bring up 2 rows. So I'm going to have the row on the bottom, then I'm going to come up and build a row in the middle to connect the top and the middle tanks to a middle row of PVC that's going to go obviously all behind those tanks back there. And at the same time, I can clean up the electrical work as I put them back, obviously, because that needs some work as well with the surge protectors and the lights. So I bought 70 bulkheads from Gemco. They came today. I also have, we're going to drill the PVC as well. We're going to put in these emitters, so these grommets here, and then we're going to put in, this basically slips into the grommet. And then this goes into the PVC drain line to hook the hose onto, so the hose will be secured to a barb on the back of the tank and also to a barb on the drain, 1.5 inch drain line. The same thing here, we're going to have to run PVC behind here for the drains. Today there's nothing behind this rack. It starts over here, so all these racks, obviously when the tanks get drilled, they're going to have to come out and we're going to have to lay drain lines behind them all. So here you can see all my bulkhead pieces that came in. The bulkheads, the strainers, pieces, the grommets, everything there. So I'm not going to worry so much this minute about a fill system. My main plan right now is just to drain them and get the drains in. And then I can come back and do a fill system. So here's the diamond drill bit that I have. That you probably can't see too well. Obviously I haven't taken it out, so we're going to use this. Then I have a sharpening pad for it to keep sharpening it as I need to. So all this will be documented as I go through and start emptying tanks and start drilling them. I'll show you guys what I'm doing as far as drilling them. A little nervous, but I've seen other people do it, and it looks like a pretty easy process. I got a leaker 20 over here. That will be my practice tank probably next week. I'm going to build a template, figure out how far down I want my hole, and then on the tank, and then it can probably like in here somewhere, and then make a template and drill the hole to where I want in the tank. So again, we're going to do the right sides of the tank, so the hole will be on the right, so I don't have to move any of my air lines and stuff like that. Over here though, however, we want to move the air lines over and the heaters, but there's no heaters in here, but the bottom tanks, we'll move them a little bit, that's alright. No big deal, that'll be just an adjustment to make. I'm also going to change over to these box filters. I'm going to start putting some in tonight, which is what the crushed coral and the polyfill I bought is for. So I'm going to change over to those and get rid of the sponge filters. I'm thinking maintenance would be a lot easier. You just pretty much put crushed coral on the bottom, polyfill on top. When you do your water changes, if the polyfill needs to be changed, you pull it out of the water, change the polyfill, drop it back down, and move on to the next one. Versus squeezing out all the sponge filters that I have to squeeze out. I have 94 tanks, as I said. That's probably well over, and some tanks have 2, so I have well over 130 plus sponges, if not more, that I squeeze out, you know, as needed. So I'm hoping this will help my maintenance, cut it down a little bit more. Not going to change them all over at once. Obviously, it's very costly, but I'm going to change over what I can, little by little as I go. So hope you guys will come with me. As again, probably making a series on my fish room improvements. Probably part 5, since I've done 4 other reorgs and moving stuff around in my fish room. As you know, if you have one, the work is never done. So hope you guys subscribe and come along with me. Hit the notification button so you get notified on my channel when I put up new videos. And in the comments, let me know what you guys do. Do you have an auto water change system? If you do, how do you have it set up? Because some of the discussions I'm having is on a fill system. Do I get rid of my 6 tanks over there and put in some 150 gallon totes? Obviously, I was looking at a 275 gallon tote, but that will not come down my door. I'm not ripping my wall out or changing my door frame for a water storage tote. So thinking 150 gallon totes, do I get rid of my 6 20 longs and make that my water station over there? Or do I upgrade my hot water heater to a ventless gas hot water heater? And then I can use this over here as my control station for my ventless gas hot water heater, my ratio system that I'm going to put in that's going to control my solenoids on my sprinkler timer. So again, in the comments, let me know what you guys would do. How is your setup if it's auto water change? Do you have totes that you use to buffer your water before it goes into your water change system? So I'm interested to hear. This will be the first time for me putting this in. I should have done it when I started my fish room, but as we know, things never work out as planned usually. So again, thanks for watching, and look forward to the next video series.